December started with all things Christmassy. A tree in the Octagon was lit and there was a Santa parade down George Street. Also in December, a resource consent hearing began for a 28-storey hotel on Dunedin's waterfront.
Resort hotels are inwardly looking, and so they occupy a large amount of space and provide facilities that a city hotel doesn't, because of course tourists are going to that resort for the resort, as we all understand, whereas a city hotel, it's about integrating with the city and viewing the city that you're in. And so you end up with a tall building rather than a long flat building.
However, there were 457 out of 507 submissions against the proposed development.
In this case, my view is that if you take an urban design perspective, the building will have significant adverse visual, shading, bulk, height and potentially wind effects on the public realm of Dunedin at the wider city scale and at the local city scale.
It was in December that Prime Minister John Key's comments that the government pushed back reasonably strongly when informed of the intention to close hillside workshops by the Kiwi Rail Board infuriated a local union rep.
That makes me angry. You know, the government hasn't pushed back, in our opinion. You know, where's the proof, John? You know, we're manufacturing engineers. We need you to encourage businesses and especially government-owned enterprises like Kiwi Rail to build stuff in New Zealand.
December was also the time the long-awaited for, newly refurbished Toitu Early Settlers Museum was reopened.
Toitu is the name of a small stream which provided fresh water and was situated just over by the exchange there, and it was the original landing place for Maori and Pakeha, so it's just a stone throw from the museum.
And December saw a negative public reaction to the decision to reopen John Wilson Ocean Drive with a 50 km/h speed limit.
I think that's crazy. 50 kilometres an hour is too fast to go up there. I mean, a lot of people use it for jogging and walking, and if they're still going to do that and you have cars up there at 50 miles an hour, it's crazy.
You want the safer option for the pedestrians and people walking past, so it's probably not that good in the end.
I think it's too fast, and there's a lot of young kids on their bikes and trikes, and that'll be along here. There always is.
Also in December, Port Otago received consent to deepen its channel to 15 metres.
It looks very positive news for the port. Otago Southland is a very strong exporting region. Port Otago has always been at the forefront of the port industry. The frozen meat trade started from Port Chalmers in 1882. And Port Chalmers has been in the forefront of the industry since that date. Having the consents in place now enables the port to be developed for over a long period of time. It so means that we'll be able to stay at the forefront of the New Zealand industry.
And last but not least, the chance to create a legacy of a smoke-free world for future generations came one step closer to reality with the implementation of smoke-free signs in children's playgrounds. And that was the month that was for December 2012. Devi Narona, 9 Local News.